Hey guys, I'm back. I missed the Phoenix Suns game here for the Trailblazers game and the game going forward because we're obviously in the play-in tournament. So the biggest game, one of the biggest games of the season was this game against the Phoenix Suns, where the Kings were winning most of the game, but they could not close the game out in the end and end up losing their chance at the sixth spot. And the Kings were able to blow out the Trailblazers, which everybody figured they would and should do. So had they won this Suns game, the Kings could have been in the position the Suns are in, which is sixth place and not in this play-in tournament. But since they lost, they end up falling all the way to ninth place. They have to play the Golden State Warriors tonight, which just means if they win, they would have to win another game against the Lakers in a couple of days. So pretty hard chances for the Kings at this point. And if you want to say anything, you could say that they played themselves into this play-in tournament by losing a lot of really bad games and not taking advantage of some of the opportunities that they had throughout the season and even at the end of the season. So as you can see here, the Sacramento Kings lose 108 to 107 to the Suns in Sacramento on Friday. And on Sunday, the Sacramento Kings blew out the Portland Trailblazers at home 121 to 82. And now tonight, the Sacramento Kings will be in Sacramento facing the Golden State Warriors at 7 p.m. And the Sacramento Kings, like I just said, ended up in ninth with 46 and 36 record. The Warriors had the same record, but apparently we had the tiebreaker in the series. Lakers finished one win above us, which I cannot believe, to be honest with you. And the Pelicans ended up in seventh place, and the Suns overtaking the Pelicans with the tiebreaker getting in sixth place. So the Kings, if they would have won the Suns game, they would have, and the Pelicans, the Suns and the Trailblazers game, they would have been tied with the Pelicans, which would have gave them seventh place, because the Pelicans would have had the tiebreaker, obviously, after beating us 5-0 this season. But seventh would have been better because we would have only had to win one game to make it into a playoff series. But now being in ninth and 10th place, we have to win two games. We got to beat the Warriors, and then we got to beat the Lakers. So it's going to be a fight. Today is April 16th, 2024. Y'all back? We back. Y'all back? We definitely back. And I appreciate you being here with me. I got some really important things to say. It's going to be a real quick video, so hopefully you're tuned in for the whole video. And I just want to say, what's going on, YouTube? And what's going on with all my folks out there? And all you Kings fans? It's your guy, Jay Wood, a.k.a. Shy the Man, and I'm back at you with another episode of The Kings Morning After Midday Cup of Joe with Jay.
I love it.
Yeah, man, as you can see, I'm still with the Dixie Cup, man. Workman style. For some reason, the cup is overexposed. But yeah, trust me, it's an authentic Dixie Cup. It's actually 3 Dixie Cups stacked in together from the past few days. I've been just using Dixie Cups. And you know what day it is. And you know what day it is. Yeah. It's Tuesday.
Yeah. Taco Tuesday, I got the cheese, she tasting the Kool-Aid.
Taco Tuesday.
Migo the plug, Guadalupe.
Hey, Taco Tuesday. Hey. I'm gonna be all the way honest with y'all. I already did a video yesterday. Full video, talked about the whole thing, and I don't know, somehow it didn't get recorded, somehow it got erased, something happened, but I should have already had a video out to you guys yesterday. Sorry for the lateness, but hey, I'm here trying to stay committed, trying to stay on it for you guys. My cup of Joe is, to be honest with you, just kind of I'm honestly a little disappointed in the season. And I know the Kings are still a good team and all that, but for them to have finished in ninth place, and yeah, the West is better and all that, and the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors had a great push at the end of the season. But to me, the Kings tricked off enough games to say they could have been in a better place had they not tricked off those games. And they lost 5 times to the Pelicans. They lost like 3 or 4 times to the Rockets. And they also lost a game to each of the worst teams in the bottom 4 teams in the Eastern Conference. So that's like 11 games right there of just Kings, what the F type play, you know? I'm happy that the team is still fighting it out. I'm happy that they still have a chance and an opportunity. But to me, it just doesn't seem like the Kings take advantage of their opportunities this year. They're not that opportunistic team that they were last year. So, am I nervous about this game tonight? Yes, I am. Do I think the Kings can win? Yes, I do. Do I think the Warriors can win? Yes, I do. Are the Kings going to be hurt by the absence of Herter and Monk currently? I believe so. Is Monk going to be able to play tonight? I don't know. Is one of the reasons why we haven't been able to close out games because we don't have Malik Monk? I believe so. He was our dog, especially at the end of the game. He was that dude that would go out there and close out games. All of a sudden, since we don't have him, we're not able to close out games. So what does that say? I believe a lot of it is going to fall in the hands of what is Harrison Barnes going to do for the team. We already know what De'Aaron Fox is going to do. He's going to go all out. He's going to lay it on the line for the team. Hopefully, he's not taking lazy shots. Domantas Sabonis, he's going to put it on the line for us also. Hopefully, he doesn't go into panic mode because he doesn't play well in panic mode. But what I believe we're going to really need that big push from is from guys like Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes can't have those just lackadaisical Harrison Barnes 2024 nights where he's got 3, 4, 5, 6 points and no rebounds. Can't have those kind of nights. Tonight, Harrison Barnes needs to show up. Will the real Harrison Barnes please stand up? Please stand up. And then Keegan Murray also he's a second-year player, but he's gonna have to step up. It's his time right now. And also Keon Ellis, he just got this starting role. Is he one of the scorers on this team? Probably not, but we need him to get about 10 points at least and be in the playmaking a little bit also. And his defense is going to be really important against Stephen Curry. So, and the same with Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray is going to have to stay step to step with Klay Thompson. So, and I believe he can do that. He has to close out well against Klay Thompson. And he has to stay really close to Klay Thompson. And then Keon Ellis just needs to keep hitting his threes like he does when he's open and keep up that defense. And guys like Davion Mitchell need to come in with aggressive defense against Curry, keep hitting his threes like he has been. And Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles needs to have a decent night. I want to say Trey Lyles needs to have at least 10, 12 points and come in with that rebounding defensive mentality that he usually comes in with. We can't have a low-scoring Trey Lyles night. He's going to have to step in and pitch in some points and play some Malik Monk. So that's my cup of Joe. One creamer, no sugar. Quick stats. I'm just going to give some really fast stats here for the past couple games. The Portland Trailblazers game was a blowout. I don't know how much of that I really need to show. It was a blowout. I don't know what the Kings really got from that game. They got the rest of starters. So, but the Phoenix game was kind of disheartening, especially because they were winning up to the half. They were able to close out the half with a winning record, but then the Phoenix Suns outscored them in the third, and they definitely outscored them in the fourth. And the Kings scored the least amount of points in the game in the fourth quarter. So that's a little concerning to me. That's at home. So the Kings can't have games like this. I've been saying it all season. They need to learn how to close out games. Once you have the lead, then it's all about defense. If you go one for one shot to their shot, you know, you make a shot, they make a shot, okay, that's fine. You're still going to win the game. But you can't have these nights where the team blows you out in the fourth quarter, where you can't seem to score or do the same things you were doing in the first half all of a sudden at the end of the game. Suns, they had everybody in their starting lineup in double figures. Leading scorer was Kevin Durant with a big 28 points. Yusuf Nurkic had 10 rebounds, and Devin Booker was 6 assists. Booker also had 21 points. Bradley Beal had a big 20 points, and Grayson Allen had 19 points. All of their starters were out there scoring. They just needed to be D'd up more. They only used 3 guys off the bench. They didn't tire out. We needed to tire them out somehow, and it didn't happen in the fourth. They were ready to go. Leading scorer for the Kings was Domantas Sabonis that game with 25 points. Keegan Murray kicked in with a big 23. De'Aaron Fox also had a big 23 points. Harrison Barnes had 12 points, which was okay. Keon Ellis hit a bunch of threes in this game and had 17 points, which was really good to see. Domantas Sabonis almost had a triple-double on the night. He had 12 rebounds and 9 assists. One more assist, and he would have had a triple-double. In my opinion, he's starting that double-double streak again. That's going to go through probably next season as well. Team stats in that game, the Kings didn't shoot that well. They only shot 44% from the line, shot 91 shots, only hit 40 of them. Suns had 52 from the field. 3-point shots were about even at about 36, 37%. Both teams shot well from the free throw, about 93, 94% for both teams. Assists, everything else was about even. The Kings actually had 12 steals, which was 7 more than the Suns. And the Suns had 18 turnovers, which was 11 more than the Kings had. Paint points is about even. So just looking at the steals and the turnovers, you would have said the Kings probably won that game. It was just like Kyle Draper just said, late game execution. Eye test. Eye test. Eye test. Eye test. Eye test. Gonna give the Kings an eye test. And I kind of already said a few of the things that I needed to say in my eye test. We're down a couple guys, so and I'm also gonna do my bottom line too as well right now. The Kings morning after bottom line. Today's bottom line is this is an eye test and a bottom line. So the Kings, just like I was saying, they got to have guys step up. We already know that the game is tonight against the Golden State Warriors. The game will be on at 7 p.m., and that is a play-in game. 9-10, one of these guys lose, they're done. That's it for them. They're out of the playoffs and this season is over. So if the Kings lose tonight, season is over. And I'll still do another video tomorrow. So tune in, subscribe, and like the video so you can check me out tomorrow for my review of the game. My eye test bottom line, I already did the next up, is that we're going to have to find a way to play some defense on Stephen Curry. Every shot needs to be a hard shot for Steph Curry. And we already know he hits those shots. So every shot needs to be a hard shot. So Keon Ellis, Davion Mitchell, you guys need to guard these guys from half court, that guy from half court. Klay Thompson is not the old Klay Thompson, but he can still shoot the ball. So whoever's on him just needs to stay really close to him as well. He doesn't move as quickly anymore. So if it's going to be Keegan Murray just needs to stay with him foot to foot, which shouldn't be that hard. We can't let Draymond Green come in and muck stuff up, yuck stuff up. We're going to have to stay in his face, hopefully get him into foul trouble. I feel like Domantas Sabonis needs to post that guy up early and often and see if we can possibly get that guy in foul trouble. It's not hard. I mean, as much as he hacks and slaps and pushes, it should be a thing to try is get that dude in foul trouble. Post Domantas Sabonis up, use that 2-man game, and also the dribble handoff and see if we can Draymond Green into some foul trouble. Maybe get into his head a little bit, get him kicked out the game. That would always be nice too, right? And then Keon Ellis and Davion Mitchell, those two guys just going to have to stay on Curry. Can't let him have a big night. And I feel like the only reason why the Golden State Warriors were able to win in that 7th game last year in the playoffs was because of Stephen Curry. He had a 50-point game. He took over the game. The Kings are just going to have to find a way to not let that happen. Somebody's going to have to stay foot to foot with him, or that's going to be the end of the season for the Kings. I don't really see anybody else really going crazy. I want to say last game, Kuminga had a pretty decent game against the Kings. So, you know, the Kings always have problems against young physical guys. Just can't let Kuminga come in here and do whatever he wants. Somebody's going to have to go chest to chest with Kuminga. Don't let any of the bench guys come in like Moody or anybody like that come in, start shooting crazy. We're going to have to just close out well. Draymond Green, you know, he's hit or miss. He usually shows up for big games though, so I would expect I would want these guys to expect Draymond Green to be out there trying to do something. He's not a 3-point shooter, but games like this he'll hit threes. He's not the greatest post up guy, but in games like this, he'll hit shots from the post. So these guys are stars. They've been here before. The Kings are just going to have to stay foot to foot and stay in front of these guys. And don't let these guys intimidate them. Hopefully they've learned something from last year's playoff when they went 7 games with these guys. I feel like the Kings are a better team even without Herder and Monk. So the Kings, just the way they shoot, the way they play together, offensively, they probably are a better team. It's the defensive side where I get worried. The Golden State Warriors play enough D usually to win games. The Kings sometimes don't, and they don't close out games well, whereas the Warriors close out games very well. So those are the things I'm worried about for this game. But hopefully hopefully the Kings will do some of those things and they'll get a victory tonight in this playoff, the first game of this play-in tournament. That's my eye test, bottom line, and next up. Let's check out the betting line. This is going to be pretty interesting to see what the Vegas odds are for this game. So as you can see, the odds makers, Vegas, has Golden State Warriors coming into our house, beating us by 3 points. Yesterday, the odds were actually 2.5 points. Like I said, I already did this whole video and we did the betting line yesterday. It was 2.5. It's gone to 3. So that's saying that they're pretty confident the Kings are going to beat us by about 3 points. To win for the Golden State side, they'd have to win by 4 or more. And for the Kings side, Golden State would only have to win by 2 or 1, and you could win. Or if the Kings win, obviously you would win there also. And this is just a straight line bet right here. And they think it's actually split on the Lakers and the Pelicans. They don't know who's going to win that game. So whichever way you go, you can win a little bit of money. How do you guys feel about those picks? Do you feel like the Warriors are 3-point favorites in Sacramento? It's probably because of the way things went last year and how the Golden State Warriors have been playing as of late and how bad the Kings have been playing as of late. And the Kings haven't been playing horrible. They just haven't been able to close out games. They let teams come in here and make it look like they have no defense at all, especially at the end of the games. So how do you guys feel about these odds? If you want to make bets on these games, use the link below. Bet us. This is the app. This is the website that I use to make sports bets. I'm in California. It lets me sports bet here. So it's a great app to use. I can't use other apps, so I use this one. Use the link below and you can sports bet too, no matter where you are. And I have a question for you guys. Was this season a disappointment for you? Make a comment below. Let me know in the comments. It's a little disappointing for me because I didn't expect them to be a 9th place team tied at the bottom with the Golden State Warriors. Did not expect that. I just knew that they would be at least 6th place or better, or at the very least 7th or 8th in the play-in tournament. And some of these losses to like Dallas Mavericks at the end and the Suns at the end were a little little concerning to me and contributed to this placement that they're in now. So it was all in their hands. They had several opportunities and they just weren't able to deliver. How do you guys feel about the season? Were you disappointed about this season or were you happy with what the Kings did? Make a comment and let me know in the comments. And also, guys, please like the content. If you're still watching, if you're still here, I must have said something informative. I must have said something entertaining. So go ahead and press that like button. Also, if you like talking Kings, Sacramento Kings talk, Sacramento Kings news, I ask you that you please subscribe. We're also going to be doing some other fun, entertaining stuff like live games. We're also going to be doing some live chat also as well. So you're going to want to be here for that. So go ahead and click the subscribe button and make a comment. Comment about anything. Comment about how I'm doing. Comment about how the Kings are doing. Comment about how bad I'm doing. I don't care. Just make a comment. It helps the channel. And share the content, please. It'll help the channel as well. Trying to kick the algorithm's ass. I'm a new channel, but we're trying to grow the channel and do some other fun stuff here. So share the content as well. I appreciate it. And I got a motivational quote for you guys today. I found this quote doing extensive research. In other words, I Googled it. And this quote is by Dale Carnegie. And it goes like this: develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. That makes a lot of sense to me. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. You're going to fail. You know, there's going to be discouragement. But those are the stepping stones to your success. If you can conquer that and keep going, you will find success. And that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I really appreciate you joining me. I really appreciate you watching this far. Hopefully you've pressed that like button. Hopefully you've subscribed. And hopefully you'll join me tomorrow after this playing game tonight for the next episode of The King's Morning Af. Midday Cup of Joe with Jay. Yeah, and you know, hopefully I'll have some more shows for you. We'll do a show tomorrow. Hopefully it's after a win and the Kings season won't be over at that point. But please tune in for that review and analysis either way. And throughout the summer, after the Kings season is over, I will be doing some other fun things. We'll probably be doing some documentary stuff. We'll be talking about any news that's going on in the summertime. I'll find a way to connect with you guys. So go ahead and subscribe. We're going to be doing some more fun stuff for the Sacramento Kings. And you're going to want to be a part of that. So go ahead and subscribe now. But anyway, I'm out. But before you go, check out my moves. It's good.